Hello there everybody, welcome into my basement for today's project. There's still snow on the ground out there, so don't really want to be playing in the backyard. Well, who am I kidding? I want to be playing in the backyard. It's nice and sunny, but it's not a good place to try and do any kind of tool work. So today's video is the direct result of watching too many other people's videos on YouTube, and I've decided I'm really tired of that broken old wooden bow that I've been using. And I figured, after watching a whole bunch of Nick at Backyard Boyer and Jacob L there, I can do this. I'll make myself a bow out of PVC. So I'm going to show you all really quickly what I did for this very first one. Actually, this is the second one now that I think about it. The first one I tried to make was not out of proper Schedule 40 PVC pipe, and it broke. So do not go with the cheapest pipe available in the diameter you're looking for. Probably not going to be happy with the results. This, however, is Schedule 40, and I gotta say this is stupidly easy, and I'm surprisingly impressed with the results for something that was so little effort. So let's just get to it and I'll show you what I did. So I've got this old bowstring sitting around. It was a mispurchase. Doesn't actually fit any of the bows that are already in the house. So I figured I would use this and not have to make a new string when I've got one that I can't use. Turns out this is about 45 inches long. Since I'm not really sure how long the bow should be versus the string, I just added 5 inches because I figured that would give me some sort of bend and flex. In retrospect, I think that was a little bit, a little bit too much. Now, so 45 inches, cut this to 50 inches. Notice, Schedule 40, it's very important. Handy dandy hacksaw. I measured down 1 inch from the end of the pipe and simply cut a straight line in there. Did the same on the other end. It's not pretty, but it works. I'm terribly surprised, but it works. And that's really all I did to this. Apologize for the lighting down here. Came downstairs and discovered a couple of light bulbs went dummy. So after I cut those little grooves in there, I just took my triangular file, widened it up a little bit, passed it through there, curved it around a little bit. Should have been curving it down as it turns out, but I can do that now. Clearly this is not the most impressive PVC bow on YouTube, but you know what? It works. Now, the objective here, ultimately, is I want to take my kayak that I've got, and I want to take a cheap little bow, and do a little kayak bow fishing, because we have some massive carp in our lakes that aren't supposed to be here. And they're really messing with the local species. So technically bow fishing falls under spear fishing according to local regulations. And as long as I'm not doing it to sport fish, i.e. it's okay with the carp, I can shoot as many of them as I want. So, okay, that notch at the end there is just wide enough for my string to fit in. So I'm just going to flip this over. Put some flex into the bow. And it kind of locks well enough into place. It's really silly looking bow in my opinion. But let's take it into the backyard anyway, and I will show you really quickly whether or not this shoots. Okay, so terribly displeased with the lighting down here today, but I'm surprisingly pleased with how well this thing shoots. Being me, it's not a complete project until it's got some duct tape on there, and as you can see, this well, I don't know if you can. As you can see, there's no proper handle for me yet, so that should be pretty quick and easy. Get to that and show you what this looks like then. So what I'm going to do here, because I forgot my measuring tape, is I'm just going to lay out the string so I can see approximately where the middle is. And it looks like from about the @ symbol to the beginning of the 1120. So that would be the middle of this. And I guess my hand would be at about there. So that's where I'll put my duct tape, and we'll see how that works. Clearly with this bow, I'm not exactly worried about perfection. As always, first time I try anything, it's about theory, and looks got nothing to do with it. Like I say, I've seen this theory work out really well for a lot of people, and I'm looking forward to my second bow already, because I've got a heat gun, and I'd like to try flattening it and doing some interesting things with the tips. But first, I wanted to test the theory. Because like I say, I tried this with the slightly cheaper grade of pipe, and it shattered, so I was kind of disheartened. But actual Schedule 40 seems to work just fine. See how that is with the release there. Still loving this thing. I can get a very nice draw on that. Good thing that was just my shirt it whacked. Alright, well that's about it. Basically this is living proof that any idiot with a piece of Schedule 40 PVC or thicker can make themselves a bow, and you know, literally this probably took me less than 20 minutes. A couple seconds with the hacksaw, a couple seconds with the file. The longest part of this project would be undoubtedly a bowstring. At the same time, I bet you I could do this with twine and have pretty similar effects. So it really can be that cheap and easy. Next thing I gotta do, I guess, with this one is figure out how I'm gonna put on a fishing reel. But that is a story for a different day. Thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day.